Welcome back to Film Time. During the 9 seasons of Hardcore Pawn, we saw Les Gold and his kids, Ashley and Seth, make a lot of small deals because they were always reluctant to spend big. But every once in a while, they would come across a customer who would bring in an item so unique that they would dig into a little deeper inside their pockets to make the purchase. Sometimes those purchases turned out to be good, other times those purchases turned out to be bad. But nonetheless, any major spending would be deemed insane. So let's take a look at some insane hardcore pawn deals. A guy comes to American Jewelry and Loan offering Les Gold a 1976 safety wide Bricklin. Now the pawn shop owner first confused it with the more popular DeLorean that was made famous by the 1985 movie Back to the Future. The Bricklin is rare to the show and rare on the markets because only 17 titled Bricklins ever existed in the United States, with this one only totaling 29,500 miles in its entire lifespan. Les was obviously interested in purchasing the vehicle, but unfortunately a lot of work had to be done to the Bricklin, including a new set of tires, a painted body, and an entirely new exhaust, which lowered the car's value drastically. The owner bought it 3 years after being fired, but he couldn't hold on to it any longer. After Les did some research, he informed the customer that the price tag of $30,000 that he was asking for was just too much, since he found another one online for a lot less. However, the owner wasn't that desperate and he passed up an offer for $10,000, which was strange, but ended up coming to an agreement to the Bricklin for $7,000. Now it all depends on how you look at this situation to determine if this actually was an insane deal or not. Now the father Les Gold is known for making one bad deal after another, and Ashley and Steph couldn't help but point out their dad's awful purchasing patterns. Eventually, you would have thought the father Les Gold would have had a bit of luck. So referring to a season 7 episode called Watch Your Back, he ended up selling a unique Breitling watch for a massive load of $42,000 to a longtime pawn shop customer and watch collector. But little did he know the collector would go back on his word, and rather than paying the $42,000, the man offers 132 cases of watch bands instead. Those cases totaled to be about 40,000 watch bands. But what happened next was Les Gold's failed attempt to discount the watch bands for customers at $2 a piece. But in reality, Les Gold broke even by eventually selling the watch bands to a wholesaler. Dating back to the season 4 episode, a man was looking to get a deal for his nice looking chopper. Now the chopper was originally built and gifted to him by his brother. The chopper had a 113 motor, which alone stood at a price tag of $7,000. But you know, when it comes to pawn shops, what you pay is not what you're going to get. But on the flip side, you can always count on the customer to be in need of quick and easy money. So with the seller being in a bad predicament and falling under hard times, he was looking to get around $10,000 for the chopper. But you know, Seth Gold was not going to pay $10,000 for the chopper at all. He had other plans in mind, because from the jump he wasn't willing to give up more than $5,000 for the sake of building a profit. Now the seller did manage to persuade Seth into coughing up a nice $5,500 for the nice chopper. Now it wasn't exactly what the owner of the bike was hoping for, but hopefully it helped this situation out. Now in the episode called Seth's Big Bet, which happened in season 6, a man entered American Jewelry and Loan looking to sell a diamond charm that his father once owned. His father was one of Detroit's most notorious drug dealers named Maserati Rick, and his father gifted him the charm. Reluctant to follow in the Maserati Rick's footsteps, Rick Jr. wanted some cash for the charm and was looking for a price tag around $7,000. While the Golds have a history of being scammed by some of their customers, in this situation, it looked like Les Gold was the one attempting to do some of the scamming when he made Rick Jr. a lowball offer of $1,000. His theory was that he couldn't expect to get paid retail price. Rick was obviously not going to take the $1,000 and asked to get $5,000, but Les Gold ended up more than doubling his offer, and the two eventually struck a deal for $2,500. And now to wrap up today's video about some insane hardcore pawn deals, we hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like on the video, and we will see you in our next one.